It is St. Patty's Day, March 17th, 2021. When I am healed, I'm not healed alone. So I first got introduced to this concept that as you heal something in yourself, you heal it in the world. And when I experienced that for the first time, it made sense that my whole world would change as well, because I felt like I expanded my perspective on my compassion for things. Okay, so I would see things in the eye of compassion, where it was almost like a unveiling, if that makes sense. Like, it just opened my eyes to seeing things with a more loving care and tenderness to it. Okay, like I was more patient with people, more patient with myself, kinder. And when I would experience that a little bit later in life, I was always feeling as if I was obligated to cleanse myself in a manner where you are emptying your vessel and letting the universe fulfill you. Okay, so these would be moments that I just felt pure joy, joyful tears. And when you're in that, it's a lot softer, because peace is just as intense as joy, or like that ecstasy. And you are experiencing the same thing, just like this fulfillment. And it's like a moment where like the whole puzzle just kind of clicks together. It's like an unlocking, it's an unveiling. It's the moment where truth is revealed to you. Maybe it's who you are, maybe what you're supposed to do, or, the one thing that you felt like you haven't forgiven yourself for. And when you take that, then you are looking at your own hero's journey, okay? Where when you take in consideration, as you heal, you heal that in the world, then you are now opening yourself up to a new earth, okay? It's like the meek shall inherit the earth, because it is one of the most humbling things that you can do. And it's only because, again, you are seeing yourself through the mirror of the world. Okay, at first we have this looking glass, we try to figure out who we are. We're the fourth wall kind of glass. We have to reflect within ourselves, like who we are. And then as we get a good idea of what that looks like, then we go through the world, and we are now trying to have this lucid moment where you mark yourself, right, in a way where you realize what the dream was. Okay, that dream is the unveiling of who you are. Okay, you did a breadcrumb trail to walk yourself back, and once again you have to clear the path for yourself, whether it's by yourself, whether that's with a lover, whether that's from the world and your vocation and your passion. That's going to be unveiled through that vehicle. And that's what the road to happiness is. The pursuit of happiness is, you must want freedom more than you want the world, right? Do you want true love? That's what's going to show. So that love is the only thing that heals the parts that you felt like you haven't really forgiven. And again, when you're more interested in appreciating and seeing the world for what it is, and taking that in as the world is taking you in, then it's a mutual connection of that dualistic perspective does not exist anymore, right? You're at one with yourself. It's the atonement that you realize, okay, this is what it is. This is who I am, right? Who am I is the last. And that's how you see your entire life before you, right? It's almost like the opposite of, what you would call a death experience, where you see your entire life, quote unquote, like the film of it. Now you're seeing like your future, and you see it all connected to you.